Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Well, let's take a look at some of the stocks on the move today here in Europe. Joe Easton from our equities team joins us now. Joe, this isn't just any stocks to watch segment, it's an M&S stocks to watch segment. What's going on with the UK retailer?
Yeah, that was fantastic. So M&S now, they are reporting that this cyber attack that's hit their online business is going to cost them 300 million quid in operating profit for the year ahead. Now, that is a lot of cash. Apparently, the disruption to online and home sales for clothing as well, so online clothing and home, costing them £3 million a day in sales. So really a massive impact for the stock. So the stock is down around 2% at the moment, taking a month-long decline to around 12%. So the stock's lost 12% since news of this cyber attack did break, and as the market reaction is showing, analysts probably not pricing in as much of a hit as this. So £300 million hitting the profit, and M&S lower this morning.
Yeah, and cyber attacks really coming to the fore. It's not as if there hasn't been warning, but it's just the names that are involved, that, you know, obviously a high street retailer like M&S, but also I think Harrods and Co-op and others have been affected too and targeted. So I think something we're going to be hearing a lot more about. Meanwhile, JD Sport getting a run for its money because of a pretty bleak sales report.
Oh, I just got that one. That just, run for its money. I need to stay on my toes with these. Yeah. So JD now, they have reported a 5.5% decline in like-for-like sales in North America. So JD is interesting because they spent a lot of money, several billions, of investing in the US to make their business more US focused. They did that just as a downturn in the US consumer came around a year and a half ago, and therefore they haven't really made the money that they've looked to from that investment. Now, JD Sports shares dropping at the open today by around 10%. I was chatting to a couple of traders on this one, and they say that one of the reasons people are trading the stock down today is because they've removed the specific numerical guidance in their statement, and they've just said it'll be a little bit weaker, and that has spooked traders today. So therefore the stock hit hard, and it's also one of those stocks that never seems to trade up or down 2%. It's always either up 10%, down 10%. The moment it's trading down 6% after a 10% drop at the open, down 30% over the past year.
All right, and just talk us through how that latest UK inflation data is affecting the house builders, because we've got beats at the headline services and core levels.
Yeah, so with the move higher in gilt yields, we're seeing the likes of Taylor Wimpey, Barratt Redrow, Berkeley, Persimmon, pretty much all of them down by 1% to 2%, extending declines as well. Now, this is a sector where the valuations are so low, they trade below their book value. So essentially, these companies, they're worth less than the land they own. So if you wanted to buy a plot of land, it'd be cheaper to buy the actual home builder rather than the land itself. So it's kind of one of these weird things where the valuations are so low and not pricing in a recovery in volume. So the UK government looking to build 1.5 million homes. Of course, we only built around 300,000 homes last year. So the market is just not pricing that in at all, really. It's not giving any value to the government's plan to boost home builders. They're all waiting for rates to come down, and given the hotter than expected inflation, they're not pricing that in today either, and the sector is lower once again.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.